up, tackle and travel fans? If you've been following us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, then you know that we just got back from New Orleans and we had a blast in NOLA. So this video, I just want to recap a couple of the places that I went fishing at. I didn't do a lot of fishing while I was down there, but I did check out a couple of spots. I caught a couple of fish while I was down there, and so that's always good to not come home with the skunk. But you know, the two places that I went to a place called City Park, and also went to Marconi Pier. You know, one of the things I want to do is give you a couple of tips as well when you go to different places, different states and stuff like that. When you're going fishing, some of the things that you must do before you even begin fishing. For some people, this is, you know, it's something that you already know, but for somebody who is just getting started and traveling and wanting to fish different places, one thing you want to do is make sure that you find out if you need a license for that state. Excuse me, a fishing license for that state. Whether you're doing freshwater or saltwater fishing, you may need one or the other or both. And so, you know, first thing I did was I got my Louisiana license, and then I also checked around to see what were some of the spots. Some of the ways that you can do that to find good fishing spots, you can check around on your social media outlets, ask questions. Also, you can, when you get your license, a lot of times the website that you get your license on, you can find some of the local lakes and places to fish. Also, you can call around to the bait stores and stuff in that area, and a lot of times the bait stores, the bait and tackle stores will have some information of the local waters where you can fish. But you know, there's a couple other things you can do. When we went down, a lot of times when we go down, we go to the visitor center. A lot of times they'll have brochures, and so I was able to find a couple of brochures about fishing in the area. I also asked my the Bells person at the resort or the hotel that we're staying at, the concierge. I asked them if they had any information. Sometimes you look up and find somebody that has some good information. So you know. Also, another thing I do is I try to find out what baits are being used in that area, and there again you can ask the local bait and tackle store owner, as well as post questions in your social network or social outlet, whether it be on Facebook, in a Facebook fishing group, or on Instagram, Twitter, or somewhere like that. You can post a question. And a lot of times, you know, someone who's local in that area may have an idea of what you can use to fish in that area to be successful, just to increase your chance of catching fish. Because don't nobody want to come back with a skunk. I know I don't. I don't like going to different states, and you know, yeah, it's fun. I'm traveling with the family. We're having a good time, but I also want to have fun when I'm fishing. And you know, it's no fun leaving with a skunk. And so, you know, but anyways, I didn't take a lot of stuff. Took 3 rods. Each time I went out, I took 3 the first day, and then the second day I only took 2. And mainly the second day I only took 2 because I wasn't gonna be out there long, and I kind of had a feel of what was working for me. So I didn't have to go out there trying to figure it out again. I went out there with a couple of bluegill type swim baits. You know, I tried those out. They really weren't working for me at that particular time. I did that because I knew that in that area where I was at, there was a lot of bluegill, so I tried to match the hatch. But also, I went out there with something that I have confidence in, which is a finesse type presentation. And basically, it was my setup that I had was for either a Neko rig or a Wacky rig, and that particular setup is what I caught all of my fish on, actually. So what I did is I tried to match the hatch as far as the color colors that are more popular in that area that people use, as well as some of the classic colors such as black and blue, green pumpkin, and Junebug. Those you know, those are pretty much tried and true colors, and anywhere you go, you're liable to get bit off on one of those colors. So you know, for me, the black and blue and Junebug produce, you know, a majority of my bites. So that was you know, that was key for me. The Neko rig really shined over everything else. I caught one on the Wacky rig, and I think three other fish that I caught all of them on the Neko rig. Ran out of my nail weights, so I had actually used an actual nail, because I had one that was set up from a while, you know, a long time ago, and so it still had an actual nail in it, not the nail weight that you buy, but an actual nail. And so you know, that was what I was catching them on. And so, you know, yeah, that was it, man. I had a great time in New Orleans, and you know, check out some of the footage. All right, folks, we out here at got my first fish in Louisiana. It's one nonetheless, Nola. All right, guys, fish number 2 here at City Park. Bass number 3. Watch it, hook. Number 3, guys. Two fish in Louisiana. Alright, we're down here in a little spot. Once again, I want to thank everybody for subscribing and watching. We're at you know, just reached over 1,000, and so, you know, I want to do a giveaway, so y'all stay tuned. We're getting close to 2,000. I'm thinking I might do the first giveaway at 2K, but just stay tuned, because I want to give a shout out and some appreciation and do some giveaways for all those who have supported us.